Alright, bet. What's next? Streamer University? Streamer? Alright, bet. Oh, but this shit. Alright, so we about to get ready. We finna see if Streamer University is gonna teach me anything, you feel me? I'm a young black man coming up, you feel me? Trying to get ready to start streaming for the world. I want the world to see me, feel me? So we finna see what this shit talking about. Yeah.
You thought Streamer University was just chaos and content. Think again. Underneath the laughs, the skits, and the wild guests, Kai was running a masterclass in monetization, branding, and content dominance. Streamer University wasn't just a content series, it was a blueprint. By turning an ordinary college experience into a viral empire, Kai flipped the script on how creators build influence and make money.
No, that's a fact.
He blurred the line between entertainment and business so well, most people miss what was really going on. Today, we're breaking it down. This isn't about hype. This is about the strategy behind the spectacle, the business lessons you can actually use. So grab a seat in the front row. Class is in session. Lesson 1. Stay independent. Let's be honest. If Kai Cenat had taken Streamer University to a major platform, Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, nobody would have blamed him. The offers were there. Big checks, full production support, distribution to millions of subscribers. But Kai said no. He kept it on his turf, Twitch and YouTube. Why? Because Kai knows the golden rule of the internet economy. Own your audience or someone else will. Let's hear what he had to say.
A lot of people have been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix. We already been getting talks with different people, but I want to go ahead and say this, bro. But an idea like this so original, you got to keep it where it's at.
By keeping Streamer University independent, Kai controlled every single element. The content, the monetization,
That's
the
how
brand.
it's supposed to be, bro.
No exec.
Because one thing about a game, ain't gonna lie. I want to say something in the comments. What's good with y'all? Ain't gonna lie, bro. Because keep it real, bro. If you don't own your content, what's the point of doing content? That's like me washing shoes, right? Well, no, hold on. Let me rephrase that. That's like me washing shoes that I bought to put on somebody else's feet. You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? It's no point. If I'm gonna wash my own shoes, it's gonna be for me to, you know what I'm saying, to wear.
No contracts that locked him out of his own creative vision.
Facts.
No gatekeepers between him and his community. That's power, real power. And it's not just about control. It's about value. Let's break it down. Distribution equals leverage. When you post content on your own channels, you build leverage. Not just views, leverage. By staying independent, Kai didn't just keep creative freedom. He positioned himself as the distribution pipeline. When you own the pipeline, people come to you and they pay for access. That's why you see rappers, celebrities, and even brands begging to be part of his world. He's not pitching to networks. He is the network.
Facts.
No middleman equals maximum monetization. When you're tied to a network or platform, you split revenue. There are managers, agents, producers, legal teams, all taking a cut. When Kai streams on his own channel, the sub money is his. The ad revenue is his. The brand deals, negotiated his way, integrated into his format. And even if Twitch or YouTube takes a percentage, the chunk he keeps is still far bigger than what he'd get through a traditional deal. More importantly, he controls the structure. He can shift platforms, cross-post to YouTube, clip on TikTok, sell merch, launch a Patreon. It's all under his umbrella. The financial upside isn't linear, it's exponential. And it only works when you stay independent. Brand control is everything. Imagine Netflix greenlighting Streamer University. They'd polish it, overproduce it, strip away everything that made it his.
I feel like if Kai was to go through Netflix or Hulu or some shit like that, they'll make it to where how they would want it to look, and it wouldn't be Kai's vision. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I'm saying good production and all that shit, it could be good to a certain extent. You feel me? So when it comes to shit like this, you don't want too much production, if that makes sense, because it's just not gonna feel real. Too much effects, too much, what's that shit? Too much of that fake, I don't want to call it fake, but too much of good effort. How do I word it? Let me think I'm finding it. I got it. Too much of production and effects and all that good shit into something, it it takes the soul out of it. You know what I'm saying? For instance, a car. You feel me? Get a car, runs on gas, great exhaust. That shit's fire, cool. It might not be the best performance. You feel me? It might not be the best car out there in general. But then when you make the perfect car on electricity, shit fast as fuck, it charges, it takes the fun out of it. It's a reason why niggas would rather want an M3 competition over a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, on papers and shit like that, the Tesla is better in every way possible. But nobody's wanting that shit because it's too perfect. You feel me? It takes the fun out of it. And that's basically what the dude's trying to say right here. Too much of professionality into something like this, I promise you niggas would not be watching Streamer University. You feel me? But for Kai to be able to do it on his own platform, and for his students and shit like that to do it on their own platform, everybody get to eat, and everybody's still making crazy money. So nobody has to do nothing crazy over it. And I feel like that's just mad fire, bro.
Kai's genius is that his audience isn't just watching a show. They're living in his world.
Facts.
That authenticity, you can't outsource that. You can't schedule it into a production cycle. By keeping full control of his brand, Kai stayed unpredictable, raw, and most importantly, real. That's what sells. If you're a creator, don't just build a following. Build an infrastructure. Use platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Gumroad, or Substack, but treat them as tools, not bosses. Build your email list, build a Discord, build something you control. Because when the algorithm shifts, or the sponsors pull out, or the next hot thing comes along, the creators who survive are the ones who own their lane. Kai Cenat didn't need permission. He built Streamer University his way and got all the rewards. Lesson 1 is simple. Stay independent. The money, the freedom, and the legacy live there. Lesson 2, focus on your bag, not women. One of the most unexpected takeaways from Streamer University came in between the chaos. But if you were paying attention, the message was loud and clear. Get your money right first. Not because women are the enemy, not because love is a scam, but because priorities matter. When you're broke, dating isn't just hard, it's stressful, complicated, and in most cases, humiliating.
Facts.
How do you focus on love when your phone bill's overdue? How do you take someone out when you're counting quarters for gas? Streamer University never said it directly, but it showed it through energy. Most of these guys are on their grind. They're building content, brands, and revenue streams. Here's the truth they don't teach you in school. Trying to find your dream girl before you found your purpose, that's a fast track to resentment for both of you. You'll feel inadequate, she'll feel frustrated, and neither of you will say it out loud until it's too late. Here's where the pressure kicks in. In today's world, men are expected to show up with the bag, the charisma, the physique, the emotional maturity, all by 22. And if you don't, you're labeled as lazy, broke, or not serious. The expectations are high, the patience is low, and the game feels rigged. But what Streamer University subtly teaches is that you don't have to play that game. You can opt out. You can disappear for a year, build something real, and come back with results. No apologies, no explanations, just growth. When Kai hosts guests like Duke, the jokes are nonstop, but the grind is real. They've all sacrificed time, sleep, and probably relationships to get where they are. They didn't chase women, they chased skills, opportunities, and consistency.
But
That's not cold, that's calculated. And the result? Women now chase them, not because they're clout chasers, but because success is magnetic. Ambition is attractive, self-respect radiates. This isn't about being a monk or going full red pill. It's about prioritizing. Because the truth is, love is better when you bring something to the table and not just vibes. So what's the takeaway? Focus on becoming the kind of man who doesn't need validation. Get your finances in order, sharpen your skills, build something you're proud of. Then, when you do enter a relationship, you walk in as a full person, not a half-formed dude hoping someone else fills the gaps. Streamer University wasn't just a content stunt, it was a manifesto. And this was one of the loudest chapters. Lock in,
I'm talking about
get
everybody got the same phone, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's fire.
money, and let the rest follow. Lesson 3, build a community, not just a following. It's easy to mistake Kai Cenat's empire for a solo act. After all, his name's on the thumbnails. He's the face in the memes. He's the one getting the mainstream interviews. But when you look closer at Streamer University, you realize something deeper. This whole thing was never built on one man's back. It was built on collaboration, brotherhood, energy. Streamer University wasn't just Kai streaming in a dorm room. It was everybody pulling up. All of them contributed to the chaos. And it wasn't chaos for chaos's sake. It was chemistry, real friendships, real moments, real synergy. Because here's the secret most influencers ignore. A viral moment will get you attention, but a community will keep you relevant.
Right.
Kai could have done it all alone, but he didn't. He let others shine on his platform. He created a space where everyone had a role. And that's why people didn't just follow him. They followed the world he created. A lot of creators focus on building a following, numbers, likes, subs. And sure, those things matter, but they're not everything. 1 million followers doesn't mean 1 million supporters. In fact, most influencers are just one bad tweet away from losing half their audience because there's no real connection underneath. Kai flips that. He talks to his chat like they're friends. He reacts to fan art. He reads comments. The people watching aren't just numbers. They're part of the story. That's community. And it's not just about fans. It's about peers too. Kai didn't hoard the spotlight. He helped build a platform where his entire crew could win. Community scales what individual hustle can't. And this is what most creators miss. They think being self-made means going solo. They think collabs are a weakness. They think letting others in is a threat.
Niggas hit me with an ad. I understand though. Niggas gotta get that back. I'm not even gonna get mad no more. But what I'm trying to understand...
But the smartest move in today's content world is building a network of real, loyal allies.
Facts.
People who bring value, not competition. Kai mastered this. At Streamer University, everyone ate. Everyone got screen time. Everyone got clips. And the audience felt it. That energy translated into engagement, memes, TikToks, fan edits, and moments that stretch far beyond the stream itself. In a world where most creators chase fame by isolating themselves at the top, Kai is doing something different.
Facts.
He's inviting people in, and it's working. So what's the real life move? Start collaborating before you think you're ready. Reach out to people in your lane. Don't just post, engage.
Wait.
Shout out your fans, respond to comment, build in public.
Okay.
Be a person, not a persona. Because when the algorithm stops favoring you, when the hype dies down, when the views dip, it won't be your follower count that saves you. It'll be your community. Streamer University wasn't just content.
Cool. I'm learning like that ass, bro. I'm watching this on stream and shit like that, right? But I actually want to know shit like this. Because, hold on. I actually want to know shit. Hold on. This lighting kind of pissing me off. Let me see. This is perfect. I actually want to know shit like this, bro. Because I don't want to just build a fan base. I want to build a community, just like this dude said. The only issue was, how do I get the spark to do it? You know what I'm saying? Right? I know how to keep people here. I know how to keep shit entertaining. I know how to keep it to where people feel like they're more than just a viewer. You see what I'm saying? I got the ideas for that already. It's just, how do I get the spark? That's the hardest thing of it, the whole thing. It's easy to keep. For me, I feel like in general, it's easy for people to get the attention, but it's hard for them to keep the attention. I feel like for me, it's the other way around. I feel like it's easy for me to keep people to like me because generally I'm a cool guy. You feel me? All this other shit, I'm not gonna sit here and glaze myself. But I feel like for me, it's easy for me to keep people and grow a community, but it's hard to grow the community when you have to start it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to grab people's attention yet. I don't know how to clip farm. I don't know how to do all this other shit. But when I find out, it's definitely gonna be over with, bro. It's definitely gonna be over. It's gonna be over, bro. It's gonna be game over for everybody when I figure out how to actually grab people's attention. Because I know how to keep it, I just don't know how to grab it. And it's like that with anything I do. I feel like it's like, cause even with girls, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm happily talking to somebody right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good right now. But when I'm single, bro, it's hard. It's so hard to get a girl nowadays when I'm single, right? But it's so easy when they actually give me the chance to be able to talk to them, when they actually open up to me. They're not going nowhere. Facts. You feel me? Niggas is stuck for life. They're gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to get their attention in the first place. And I feel like that's how it is with everything for me. I don't know how to get people to watch my streams, but I know how to make people stay if they give me the chance to. So that's what I just gotta figure out. I got some ideas of what I'm gonna do to get my name out there. Will it work? I don't know. It depends on how other people feel. But the main thing is I got a plan.
Was a blueprint. And one of the most powerful lessons was this: don't just build a following, build a world people want to be part of. Lesson 4: embrace chaos, but have a plan. Streamer University felt like absolute madness. But here's the twist: none of that happened by accident. Behind every wild moment was structure. Schedules were made, segments were planned. Even when it seemed like everything was falling apart, there were guardrails keeping the whole thing from actually derailing. And that's the real lesson. You can be wild and calculated. Spontaneity works best when it's framed by strategy. Kai didn't walk into Streamer University without a blueprint. He had timelines, themes, and backup plans. He knew the energy had to feel loose, but the logistics had to be tight. That's why it worked. The audience got unpredictability, but the stream never collapsed into dead air or burnout. This is where a lot of young creators mess up. They think going with the flow means winging everything. No prep, no strategy, just vibes. But vibes alone don't last. Eventually, the audience notices when you're just freestyling your way through a half-baked stream. And sponsors definitely notice. Kai's success proves that controlled chaos is way more powerful than actual chaos. He leaned into the unpredictable, but he always had a safety net. There was always something next. That's how you sustain momentum. And it applies beyond streaming. Whether you're building a business, launching a podcast, or starting a brand, embrace your wild ideas. Try things that scare you, but do it with a framework. Set goals, make schedules, build systems. Give your creativity a container, because chaos might spark attention, but structure builds empires. If this episode got you thinking differently about streaming, hit that subscribe button and comment below. Thanks for watching. Stay smart.
Hey, I'm about to say this, bro, but I definitely got ideas for streams. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got this stream. I'm not gonna say too much because I want it all to be a surprise when it happens, but that's a fact. I'm definitely gonna watch back on this whenever the clips come out, because I don't do my own clips on YouTube, but whenever the clip come out, I'm definitely gonna watch this shit. You feel me? Rewatch over it, because right now I'm like, I was listening, but I'm not 100% listening because I'm doing stream right now.